Hey, it's Heather Adams, and today we're learning a little bit about yoga. So for those of you who are maybe stuck at your desk all day, we've got some tips and tricks for you, and even if you're out and about, we're going to talk today with Caitlin Lavin about some ways to even just get moving even more. So tell us a little bit about you, because we found you're not our typical yoga person.
Not the average yogi, I suppose you could say. I have a very athletic background. So when I got into yoga, I wasn't drawn into it for the spiritual aspect of it, or the meditating and the chanting, which is all lovely, but not quite what drew me in. What drew me in was the physical movement, the postures, the active movement through it, and I kind of just decided I can't not share it with people. So I'm a little bit non-traditional, if you will, in my approach.
And that led to beer and yoga.
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
Oh, yes, I can. So two of my favorite things, craft beer and yoga. And what better way than to actively pursue building relationships with the local breweries in the area, which have been just wonderful to work with, popping up all over the place. If you haven't gone to them, they're everywhere. You should. And basically it's just two very, very unique, very different things that wouldn't seem like they would come together, coming together to create something very fun, very social, very active, and just really cool.
And I feel like it's a little more inviting. It can be intimidating to try a new thing, especially walking to a yoga studio, but you're in breweries.
Yes, it can be a little bit intimidating to do almost anything if you think of it. What I really enjoy about the brewery aspect of my yoga classes is just simply that it is much more approachable than a traditional studio. If you have that nervousness, or maybe you tried a class and didn't like it, or maybe you had an instructor that just really wasn't for you, at the end of my class you're going to get a beer. So if you like beer and you think maybe I could like yoga, it's a really great experience. You can come by yourself, you can come with a group. There's always people that have something in common. So after class, when y'all hang out, or y'all get to socialize and talk, you're going to find somebody you can chat with, somebody you can hang out with, and maybe even make new friends.
So beyond the beer then, and back to the yoga, what are some of the benefits of doing yoga?
What aren't the benefits of doing yoga? You physically feel so much better to have movement in your life. Yoga increases flexibility, it increases muscle strength, it helps reduce blood pressure, it helps improve your breathing, it helps relax you. I mean, pick anything, and I could basically say yoga will help in some way, shape, or form.
So we're going to start here in a second. You'll see we're going to start with some mat stuff, but then we're going to move to some chair and office stuff. Can you talk a little bit about the benefits of just doing some yoga stretches at your desk?
Yes, I can, and I would love to. My common misconception, just because I'm a yoga teacher does not mean that I don't spend a whole lot of time at my desk or at my computer. And ideally, I would love to never have to be on my computer, and I would love to just always be moving and always doing yoga. But the reality is, I have to engage my clients, I have to respond to emails, I have to actively reach out and make new friends and build new relationships with people, and I'm constantly looking for that next thing that I can offer my students. So I'm constantly sitting, I get locked up by the end of the day. And even if you're driving around too, so this is good for driving or just any kind of stagnant moving. Stretching is beautiful. It's a wonderful thing, and it feels great. And even if you don't realize it, once you do it, you're going to feel better. Just do it. just stretch.
So the reason, it's good right now is not only, it's good whenever, but Sunday is World Yoga Day. So you're going to be actually, if you don't get enough of this, you're going to be taking over our Instagram on Sunday. So make sure that you are following MassLive on Instagram, but you also have a really great Instagram account.
Thanks.
And it is not_your_average_yogi.
Yes.
Which I think we're also getting a link in the comment section.
Oh,
so
fun.
People will be able to find you.
Cool.
Because you post really fun things and you post updates about the classes and what's going on.
I post everything, from my dog to juice to yoga. So if you like it, obviously follow it. If you don't, you don't have to.
All right, great. So we're going to get started with the class now.
Yes.
So we're going to do some bit moving around here.
You guys ready?
All right, we're all set.
Alright, so apologies for those of you who don't have mats, but just another way to emphasize you don't need to be stuck on a mat to do yoga. You're going to step up towards the top of the mat. For those of you who are opposed to mat, step up towards that other mat next to you. You're going to reach your arms down by your sides. We're going to start off very basic in our mountain pose. Take your gaze straight forward. You don't have to look at me at all. Take a nice big deep breath in. As you exhale, draw the chest in, pull the belly button to the spine, activate the thighs, and just relax. One more nice big deep breath in. This time sweep the arms up overhead. You're going to reach the palms up towards the ceiling. Interlace the fingers. Release your index finger for a point of view. Gently release your shoulders and check that chest one more time, drawing that back flat. Whole body is going to gently side bend over to your right side. Actively reaching the fingertips to the side of the room, working to really stretch out and elongate the side of the body, separating the hip from the ribs. Gently coming back up to center, relax the shoulders, whole body, gently side bends over to your left side. Same thing here, working to keep the chest and the hips forward. Sometimes we have a tendency to look down or look up. You want to really just keep that gaze straight. Gently coming back up to center. Once again, relax the shoulders. This time, reach the fingertips towards the ceiling and gently draw a line across that ceiling towards the back of the room, opening up the chest, the upper back, and the throat. Relaxing the shoulders, drawing the hips in so they're beneath your shoulders and your hips and your heels. Gently coming through center. Soft bend to the knees. Take a slight hinge forward from the waist. Drop the chest down towards your thighs and reach your fingertips down towards your mat. Coming into your forward fold, resting your head, arms, shoulders, head, neck, relax. If you're looking directly down towards your toes, relax even more. Take the gaze towards the back of the room or maybe your shins. Let the head feel heavy. Taking a nice big deep breath in, come into a flat back position. Let your hands rest to the shins or rest to the thighs. Deepen the bend of the knees and shift the weight into the heels and the seat. Reach your arms straight forward. You should be able to wiggle your toes. From here, deep breath in, arms up, chest up, seat low, coming into that chair pose. Breathing while you're here. Don't not breathe. Gently reach all the way up and back. Stretch it out. Excellent job. Coming through center, hands to heart. Deep breath in. Exhale, arms to the sides, back to mountain pose. One round of our warm-up. We're going to do that one more time and then make a couple of poses. Deep breath in. Sweep the arms up overhead. Interlacing the fingers, releasing the index fingers, and relaxing the shoulders. Take a moment to draw the chest in, belly button to spine. Whole core is tight. Side bend over to that right side. Maybe reaching a little bit farther this time. Gently back up to center, relax the shoulders, check the chest, whole body over to that left side, same thing. Awesome, gently back up to center, relax the shoulders, check the chest, arms up, reach up, and draw that line across the ceiling. Opening up the upper back, the chest, the throat, let the gaze come naturally up towards the ceiling, and draw the hips in. Coming back through center, soft bend the knees, hinge forward from the waist, and let the head drop down, fingertips down towards the mat, chest towards the thighs, arms, head, neck, shoulders hang heavy. Sorry in advance for this. Soft bend of the knees, palms down to your mat. Take a gentle step back into your plank position. Take a moment to shift the weight forward, tuck the hips under, drawn tight with the core. Gently lower the knees to the mat, keeping the back flat. Resting the tops of the feet down, working the shoulders, hips, and knees in one line. For those of you who don't have mats. Reaching that chest all the way down to the mat, bending with the elbows, and keeping them close to the sides of the body. Rest down. Take a nice big deep breath in, draw the chest up, shoulder blades down and back, and take a gentle press through the mat to lift the chest slightly. Letting that gaze come naturally forward or slightly up into your cobra position. Gently release. We're going to stay in that position with the hands. This time, pressing fully through, straightening the arms, squeezing through the seat, lifting the hips and thighs just an inch or so from the ground. Taking the gaze up, coming into your upward facing dog. Gently release all the way back down to the mat. Big change here. Turn the toes under, pressing through the palms and knees. Lift the sit bones up nice and high. Shift the weight up and shift it back. Allowing the head to drop through the shoulders, root down through the palms, activate the biceps, and create some space for the head and the neck. In this position, you want to think butts up high, heads low, and backs are flat. Draw the chest towards the thighs, lift the sit bones even higher. Good job. From here, gently lower down to the knees, coming into that tabletop position. From here, walk the hands forward just an inch or so, taking the hands from beneath the shoulders forward, minimizing the crease of the wrist. Allow the knees to come hip width apart, feet flat. Deep breath in. As you exhale, drop the head down, chin towards the chest, round your upper back, and tuck your tailbone under. Drawing the belly button towards the spine. Hold here for just a couple of breaths in your cat pose. Activating the upper back, the shoulders. Working to not lock out the arms. Reaching that upper back all the way up towards the ceiling like you're a cat on Halloween. Perfect. That's a good analogy. From here, you're gonna take a nice big deep breath in, arch the back, take the chest up, the chin up, the seat up, draw the shoulder blades down and back, little bend to the elbows, so you're never locked out. Especially if you like me with that hyperextension, you would pull that elbow back in. Holding here in your cow pose for just a moment. Breathing. Setting yourself up, taking a deep breath in. Exhaling, dropping the chin to the chest, rounding the upper back, tucking the tailbone under, belly button to spine. Hold here for a moment. This time we're going to shift the weight forward into the palms just a couple of inches. Beginning to take some movement along the spine. Shifting the weight to the right and to the left. Moving the shoulders back and forth, shifting the weight through the palms. Taking your time, but slowly moving that all the way down to the hips, creating an S shape with the spine. You can allow the chin to come to each shoulder, move the neck as well. Maybe you find a spot that you're like, oh man, I should stay in it, take a breath. It's even more fun with music. When you're ready, coming to that neutral spine, take a deep breath in, arch the back, take the chest up, the chin up, the seat up, coming into that cow pose. Same thing here, this time we're gonna shift back into the seat. We're gonna take the hips to the right and hips to the left. Working from the hips to the shoulders this time. Same thing. This is just giving us an opportunity to move the spine, to stretch out those muscles that maybe you don't get to hit every day, or maybe you just constantly. Take an opportunity this time to come back and forth between your cat pose and your cow pose. Maybe articulating the spine one vertebrae at a time, moving as slow as you can. Maybe taking that shift right and left as you do it. It's an opportunity to play in this position, to find those areas that maybe are specific to you. Awesome. Come into that neutral spine. We're going to allow the knees to come a little bit wider, toes towards one another. Walk your hands forward just a couple of inches. Allow yourself a deep breath in. And as you exhale, sink the seat down towards the heels. Let the chest fall towards the thighs and forehead down towards the mat. Coming into your child's pose. Take an opportunity here to adjust the knees. If you need to take them a little bit wider or a little bit closer together, go ahead and do so. You really want to utilize the breath in this position. Please don't rip the band.
Try not to.
As long as you're trying. Take a nice big deep breath here. Press the fingertips down, lift the palms up, spider the hands. From here, as you exhale, reach the palms over to that right side, creating a nice little side stretch for yourself. Only as far as what feels comfortable. Whole body is moving with that upper body reaching the fingertips. When you get to that farthest point, exhale, relax. You can hold here for a couple of breaths. Maybe 3, 4, whatever feels best for you, maybe even longer. And today we're just going to take one more deep breath in. And exhale. Take a nice big deep breath in, press those fingertips down, lift those palms up, and exhale, walking the hands through center and over to that other side. Resting down. Allowing that breath to work for you here, expanding the back body, opening up the lungs, moving the diaphragm, and working to stretch out those intercostal muscles. Nice big deep breath in, pressing those fingertips down, lifting those palms. Exhale, come back to center. Right back into that original child's pose. Pressing down through the palms, lifting the body back up onto your hands and your knees. Take your knees in to hip width apart. Just sit back towards the heels, lift the chest, and doesn't matter right or left, just slide to the side. You're going to take the feet forward, and I want you to take the bottoms of the feet together, and let the knees fall to the side. Take an opportunity here to move the heels a little bit closer if you can. Sit up a little bit taller if you can. Option to press down through the palms. Take the palms to the sides of the body, right? Take a press down, lift that fleshy part of your bum out of the way. As you sit back down, press those sit bones down. Should create a little tilt of the pelvis for you. Also an option, holding the front of the shins. Drive the chest up, back flat. Inhale, exhale, draw forward a little bit. Allow the knees to just naturally fall to the side. I mean, if you had yoga pants on,
It'd be so much easier.
This is office yoga, though.
It is office yoga, you're right. My bad, I should have worn slacks. Take a couple of breaths here, lift the chest. We're going to take one deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to round the spine, drop the chin down towards the chest, and let that stretch come all the way up the spine. Drawing in a nice deep breath, lift the chest and back to that seated position. And you're going to go ahead and extend your legs forward. If you're sitting farther back on the mat, or if you're not on the mat, but you have that chair behind you, you're going to scooch forward a little bit. And take your feet hip width apart. We're going to draw the arms forward, palms to the front of the room. Draw the belly button in, round the low back, and take the chin towards the chest. This is just going to help us utilize the core and those abs as we roll back. Slowly rolling through each vertebra. Letting the palms rest down towards the ground, rolling back with the head, the neck, and the shoulders last. We're going to close class today, just because it's a quick office class, right? By extending the legs straight on the ground. Coming into traditional Shavasana. You're going to allow the feet to come a little bit wider than the hips, and let your toes fall to the outside of the room. Let your palms come next to your body, turned up, and a few inches away. Let the shoulders relax and the hips relax. Find that neutral spot for the body. If I were to drop you, you'd smash the ground. Take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale. Close the eyes if you haven't. Options to bend both knees. Place the feet flat to the ground if you're feeling any pinching or pain in the low back. Option to bend at the elbows and rest the palms to the belly. And take a moment here to close the eyes. Settle yourself. Take in noises inside, outside the room. Acknowledge them. And let them fade. Take a moment to allow thoughts to enter your mind. Acknowledge them. And release them. Letting go of what no longer serves you today. Focus here on the rise of your chest as you breathe in, and the fall of your chest as you exhale. If you find it difficult to focus, draw your attention inward to that breath. Coming to rest here in Shavasana, finding peace and comfort. Draw a nice big full deep breath in. Fill the lungs with the belly. Bring that awareness back into the body, back into the mind. Taking some movement to the body, wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. If you have the space you'd like to, you can reach the arms up overhead for a nice big stretch from tip to toe. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, relax. Drawing the arms down to your sides. Pulling the fingertips down towards the toes, shoulders away from the ears. Count for that stretch. And relax. Turning over to your right side. You're going to rest on your right side, drawing your knees in towards your chest and resting your arms in front of the body. Rest your head on your arm if you'd like. Take as much time as you'd like in this position. You move nice and slow through this, so when you're ready, gently pressing down through the ground of the mat and slowly bring yourself to a seated position. Sorry, I couldn't leave you all day in Shavasana.
I also sleep.
That's amazing. That was quick. That was very quick. We didn't have a whole lot of time. Normally I would leave you in there for him to fall
Oh, for me,
asleep.
yeah.
Yeah, because that was less than a minute. That's impressive. I would close class. We're not at the brewery, so I don't say it, but I'll save that for if you come to the brewery, you can hear it. I'll close class with saying namaste. Thanks for taking your time out of your day to come over here.
All right, do we want to do some chair
We can do
stuff?
some chair stuff, sure.
Okay. So if everyone wants to pick up the mats and grab a chair.
Doesn't matter which kind of chair.
Ideally one where your feet can be on the floor.
Feet can be on the floor?
Yes. If you don't have one, you can sit on the couch too. Or the
Just glasses. I don't want to. Here.
I'll grab them.
It's ergonomically adjusted.
All right, if we can all just scoot just a little bit, I will join this time.
To the right?
Yes. Do you need them?
No, that's okay.
You could grab you a couch too, close to that.
Oh, that's okay. So it's really just about what you're doing, anyway. So what's really great about this is you all have this in your office, right? Unless you have a standing desk, and if you have a standing desk, even better. You can do the same thing using the standing desk, you're just standing up. The opportunity in this chair to really ruin your day, right? Honestly, yes. So for this particular situation, I would ask that you scooch forward in your chair so you can get your feet to the ground. You don't have to be hanging off the chair, but you want to have a nice solid edge of the seat, okay? With that, take your feet hip width apart. The tendency in chairs to kind of just sit, however, we want to keep that chest lifted. We want to keep the knees just slightly below your hips, obviously. I feel like all of your chairs are pretty much set for that, so whoever comes in and does that, it's awesome. First stretch we're going to take is a neck stretch. So I want you to just place your hands underneath your chair. Doesn't have to be a tight grip, it's just going to be the edges of the chair. I want you to hook your fingers so you're not activating any muscle, you're not driving the arms up, you're not pulling your shoulders to your ears. You just have a nice little hook, right? Hold on to the right side, let your left hand just reach down. Sit up tall, straight, belly button to the spine, draw the chest in, flat back. From here, just immediately draw the chin down towards the chest. You'll probably all feel that in the back of the neck. That you don't even need the chair for. To use the chair though, we're holding that right hand underneath the chair, right? We're not holding the chair, it's just there. I want you to gently side bend away from that right hand, drawing to the left, drawing the fingertips of the left hand down towards the ground and just letting that hand hook up underneath the chair. From here, you can draw that chin across the chest to the left shoulder. You'll notice that that does different things for you. Obviously, everybody's a little bit different.
That feels so good.
Oh, good. That's why I'm sharing it with you. Take an opportunity though. Find that spot that feels good. So you don't have to do exactly what I just said, but maybe move around a little bit. In this position, because it's your neck, because it's your back, you want to be kind to yourself, right? You want to move slowly. You want to be deliberate with your moves and be aware of what you're doing. But you can find that spot that you're like, oh, dang, you gotta get it, right? Allow yourself to breathe through it, right? Breath is super important for a number of different reasons, but in particular, with a completely non-yogic background, understand that a deep breath in lifts the chest, lifts the body. As you exhale, you can sink a little bit lower, right? Relax the muscles a little bit deeper and get a little bit farther through that stretch. So that's one, right? Move around through it. When you're ready to come out of it, you just recreate it, right? Chin down to the shoulder, slide it to the chest, gently side bend up, right? Back up to upright, and relax. Bounce it out to the other side, right? So you want to hook that left hand under. You don't ever want to be on your balance. You never want to do just one side of something, right? So you can create the other side. Hook those left fingers underneath. Right fingers reach down towards the ground. Chin towards the chest. You know, tall and straight. Belly button in. Back flat. When you're ready, just gently side bend away from that left hand. And maybe you'll notice that this side might be a little bit different. Maybe you should lean forward a little bit. Get out of the way of the chair a little bit. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you feel comfortable doing. Draw the chin down to the shoulder. Look over that arm. Come forward. Enjoy it. So the reason why I appreciate this stretch a little bit more than reaching for your head and pulling down is that you're moving the body instead of physically repositioning something. So you have the opportunity to really feel what you're reaching for and what you're creating versus forcing something that you shouldn't. Play around, look up, look down, look sideways, whatever you need to do to hit that spot that you didn't even know you needed to stretch. And when you're ready, just gently recreating it. Chin to the shoulder, slide to the chest, upright, and relax. You can roll the shoulders and move around a little bit. It should have felt really good. Hopefully it did. All of you stopped breathing. So that's your first one. Super simple. You can do it anywhere, right? It's a little bit better than pulling and doing things like that. You can use it if you're standing up at the desk. You can hook underneath the counter or underneath the desk and do it that way. Maybe it'll change it a little bit. So that's your first one. The second one I wanted to show you is a forward roll. Okay? So I want you to widen the feet. Let the toes turn out just slightly. You're already in that seated position, so you should feel comfortable where the knees are. If you need to adjust them. Find that comfortable position. From here, you're going to sit up tall, straight, always, belly button to spine. Reach both arms forward, and you're just going to reach down and roll the spine, one vertebrae at a time, to reach the fingertips between the ankles. Let the head drop, chin to the chest, and only go as low as you feel comfortable going. The closer you are to the front edge of the seat, the more comfortable you'll probably be, the deeper you'll hit that low back. You can do this standing as well. It's almost like a ragdoll position, and it should feel comfortable. It should feel like you're maybe creating a little bit of traction for that low back, separating the vertebrae, and opening up that space for blood flow to the nerves. You can hold this for as long as you feel comfortable, a couple of breaths, maybe 20 seconds, etc., whatever feels right for you. And then to come out of it, same thing, you just roll back up nice and tight with the core. Roll the shoulders up, give yourself a nice roll. That's your second one. Alright, you're going to walk the feet back in, hip width apart. If you come to my classes, I say hip width apart so often. I'm sorry for all of my students, I have to hear that. In this position, you're going to take your right ankle, and you're going to take it over your left thigh. From here, if you scooch forward a little bit, you'll deepen it. If you scooch back a little bit, you're going to take away from that a little bit, right? You want to create that knee and ankle in one line of your straight foot in the ground, right? So toes forward. From here, as always, tall and straight, right? Draw the spine up. With that, you create this little extension. You want to keep that nice and tight, belly button to the core, right? Gently draw the chest towards the shin. Should feel that whole back of the leg glute. These are all things that you can recreate standing up or sitting down too, so you don't have to be in a chair, you can be on the ground, you can be standing up. You get a little bit more intense the more you challenge yourself to keep the back straighter, chest farther forward. If you flex the foot, engage the muscle, it might change a little bit and make it a little bit deeper. And then you just lift the chest. Gently uncross, ankle from the thigh into the chest, stop that. You'll notice that imbalances very quickly in your body when you start doing yoga. When you're ready, give a little flex of the foot, maybe the stem first. Draw the chest forward, back flat. Take the chest all the way down towards the shin. This is wonderful because, we are using our own body strength to create things, our body weight to create that heaviness, working only to what you are capable of doing. The straighter that back is, the taller you stand up and or sit up, the deeper you can draw forward, which is going to hit that back of the leg and that glute area a little bit more. I'm not going to lie, this is my favorite. And then you just gently lift up. And uncross the knees. Lift up. And those are just a couple of three really good stretches that you can utilize at your desk.
Great. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
And again, if you want to find any more about your classes, follow you on Instagram. Is there another place that'd be great for them to go to?
I have a Facebook page.
All right, go.
Yoga.
Yes.
Find me on that.
All right, check out Facebook, and again, follow MassLive on Instagram for Sunday when she takes over again. All right, thank you.